Question I'm often asked is, and I'm asked this online fairly regularly, people send me messages, direct messages on Instagram and other places as well. Is it too late for me to study law? I'm 40 years of age, or I'm 42 or 45 or 50 or whatever, and I've always wanted to do law. I've always had an interest in law, and is it too late, do you think? And then they'll tell me what their circumstances are. They may be married, they may be in a relationship, they may have children, dependents, mortgage, etc., or they may be fairly well established in careers or fairly comfortable. And it's a serious responsibility to be giving anybody advice as to their career, especially one that would involve a change later on, in your 40s or 50s. All I can do is speak from my own experience, and my own experience is, and I was just looking at the numbers there, or the dates rather, the other day, and trying to put a number on it, and I'll give you an idea or give you my opinion as to whether it's too late to study law or not. I don't believe it's too late for you to study law if there are two questions you need to look at. One is your attitude. If your attitude is good, if your attitude is positive, if you have a can-do attitude and approach the topic with not a sense of entitlement or anything of that nature, but with willingness to work and to learn and a bit of humility and so on, then you're never too old, and it's never too late to study any topic, whether it's law or business or German or whatever. That's the first thing. The second thing you would need to consider, obviously, would be your own personal circumstances. So whether you're married, whether you have dependent children, whether you've a good bit to go on your mortgage, or perhaps your mortgage is nearly paid off, or perhaps you've taken a lump sum from a redundancy situation and you have a bit of breathing space now and you have a choice about what you're going to do with the rest of your life. So they're the two big factors that I would look at before making the decision. Clearly the decision is for the person asking the question. To look at my own situation, however, and I was saying there that I looked back at the dates yesterday and I wrote them down here. In 2008, when the property market crashed, I was 45 years of age, and so 2008, property market, the Celtic Tiger market crashed, and I was completely and totally exposed to it, and I was basically wiped out from a capital point of view and from a business point of view, because I'd sold my business to go into property development, and now the market had crashed and I was wiped out. I had no business and I had no capital. That was in 2008, and I was 45 then. In 2009 or thereabouts, maybe even towards the end of 2008, I'm not sure exactly of the date, I was either 45 or 46 starting to study law, because my back was to the wall and I had really nothing else to do. It was something that I was good at in college, but I studied commerce in college and I did a business law component in the BCom degree, so that was something that I always had an inclination and perhaps even an aptitude for the law, and remembering cases and remembering legal principles and so on. But I went back then to study law in Griffith College, and I was either 45 or 46. I qualified as a solicitor then in 2011, and looking at the dates there, I was 48 years of age when I qualified. And I actually set up my practice in Kilcock, and within 12 months or so I had run out of money. So and obviously that ended in failure. I basically ran out of cash and I couldn't keep going. I was a sole practitioner. I was the only, had no staff, no nothing, just me and a phone and an office there in Kilcock. And I did okay for a while, but I did run out of money, and I just had to recognise the reality that I was going to run out of money by Christmas and I needed to get a job, and that's what I did. But I came back then in 2013 for another bite of the cherry, and in 2013 I was 50 years of age, and I started again here in Enfield as a solicitor, and it has worked out well. It has worked out very well, in fact. But I was 50 years of age in 2013, setting up this practice. I was 40 2008 when I qualified in 2011, and I went back to college to study in Griffith College, study law in preparation for the FE1 exams, and I was either 45 or 46. So you need to make up your own mind. I'd be loath and slow to give you advice and tell you whether it's too late or not. But I think if you have the right attitude, it's never too late. But clearly that's a decision for yourself. I hope this is useful, and I hope it allows you to make a good decision, a decision with which you are happy. That's the main thing.